Hello there and welcome to the Max Blitz. I'm David Reed along with Stone Weber, and over the next half hour we are going to show you all the scores and highlights from across Texoma.
Yeah, David, that's right. Lots of big games to get to. Collinsville and Munster, they play for a district title. Huge games for Plainview, Sulphur, Whitesboro, and Van Alstyne. Plus Gunner travels to SNS, and Tioga takes on Wolf City.
We got a lot of very big, important games, but let's begin with Hugo, where the KXII Redskins take on the Buffaloes. Garrett Stringellow is live at this one with more on this district title tilt there. Garrett?
Yeah, thanks, guys. I am live here in Hugo where the Buffaloes played host to the KXII Redskins, and you guys set it up perfectly. This was a de facto district championship, we'll call it. Not exactly a title game per se, but very well could have decided the district championship. KXII comes into this one undefeated in district play. Hugo just one game behind them. So here's the setup. KXII wins, they're the district champions. No ifs, ands, or buts. What happens next week doesn't matter. If Hugo wins this game by 4 or more points and they win next week by 15 or more, they're the district champions. So big stakes on the line. Which team would come out on top, and would KXII claim the district title tonight? Let's take a look at the highlights. The Hugo Buffaloes host the KXII Redskins in this all-important district matchup. KXII gets it going first with the handoff to Parks Ratzliff. He makes a move to the outside before he's dragged down by Quincy Shelton Jr. The Redskins would punch it in for 6. Then, next drive, it's Reed Patterson on the keeper. He punches it through as KXII converts another methodical drive. 14-0 Redskins there. Then it's Patterson going to add on with some yards after contact as he drags a herd of Buffaloes into the end zone. KXII up 21-0, but Hugo trying to put on the rally cap. Jacob Santillan going to sense the pressure, roll out, and he finds his man Dakota Coulter for the huge gain down inside the 5 for Hugo. Then on the last play of the half, it's do or die, and the Buffaloes charge into the end zone to get on the board heading into halftime. And the second half was the exact same story as the first. KXII 3 scores, Hugo 1. KXII wins this one 42-14, and they claim the district championship. Doesn't matter what happens next week. They will hold that #1 spot in the district heading into the postseason. Hugo drops to #3. That is where they will stick. Kiefer sticks at #2, and Heavener likely at #4. That district is just about set in stone. Should be very interesting to see what happens in the playoffs in that district up here in Oklahoma. From Hugo, Garrett Stringfellow, Sports 12.
All right, thanks a lot, Garrett. Great job out there breaking down all the scenarios for us. Yeah, he's right. KXII has looked the part of a district champion all year long, and now they are officially a district champion.
Right, there's no need to wait for next week and see the what-ifs or the crazy scenarios drawn out the whiteboard. They took care of their business tonight, and I know Chris Gross and his team disappointed in the outcome, but yeah, Brad Hill and KXII just too much tonight for the Buffaloes.
Really good.
Exactly. And we had another huge game tonight, another district title on the line, the Collinsville Pirates, Munster Hornets. They've both been great all year long. Both teams entered 3-0, undefeated in district play, and tonight they played for the league title. Munster 5-0 on the road this season, and Collinsville, they're 3-0 at Pirate Stadium, but we start this game with Munster up 7-0 in the second. Collinsville driving, and then Nolan Peel forces a fumble. Maverick Byer, he falls on it for the Hornet takeaway, and they would capitalize on it 2 plays later. Kaysen Carney, he's looking over the middle. He finds his man Caden Clement, who is behind the defense and is off and running. It's 13-0 Munster after a missed PAT attempt, but the Pirate offense set sail on its next drive. J.J. Jenkins hits Chad Davidson down the seam for the score to cut into that lead. It's now 13-7 Munster in the second. And with under a minute to go right before the half, 4th and 1 for Collinsville. The give to Garrett Trevino. Munster thinks they have him stopped short of the sticks, but it is ruled a first down, and they would capitalize. 4 plays later, Jenkins going to connect with Davidson again. Nothing going left, so he's going to cut it all the way back right across the field. It's a race for the pylon. The Pirates win this one, and after going up, they go 14-13, but Munster outscores them in the second half big. They win 34-20, claim their first district championship since 2021.
Wow. Van Alstyne undefeated in district, looking to lock in a district title with a win over Bonham tonight, and they were off to a good start. The quarterback, Brady Carson, going to keep it himself, shoots up the middle into the end zone, 7-0 VA. Bonham with it now, going to take to the air, but this ball is going to fall right into the hands of Panthers defensive back Jackson Skinner. He makes the interception, and he takes it all the way down inside the 10-yard line with a nifty return. They are in business. Short field for VA. Carson dials in Timothy Moore on the slant. That's a touchdown, 13-0 Panthers. Michael Miller, he likes that. They're driving again. Carson hands off to Braden Miller. He gets the edge, takes it in. They get a two-pointer. It's 21-0. Bonham needing to do something. Going for it on fourth down. Jalen Richards takes it up the middle, gets the first down, but that drive would eventually stall out, and the Panthers are on it again. Carson launches one into the end zone. Castor Fonseca for the score. That's a touchdown. Van Alstyne rolls to the district title tonight, 54-7. Well, coming up next on the Max Blitz, Gunner takes on S&S. Plainview hosts North Rock Creek, and Whitesboro with a big district game with Pilot Point.
And then the Sulphur Bulldogs, they look to wrap up the district title with a game against Victory Christian. Those highlights next on the Max Blitz.
Welcome back to the Max Blitz. The Sulphur Bulldogs are in that driver's seat in District 3A2 right now.
And tonight they had a chance to solidify the top spot in the district with a home game against Victory Christian.
That they did. Sulphur with the home field for this one. A little pregame fireworks and smoke. Everybody ready to go there. Sulphur looking for a big stop on defense early. The pass picked off by Briar Davenport, taking it all the way home for the score. Coach says, hey, let's keep it going. Then Cash Matlack runs to the outside. He's got room to maneuver, bullying his way down to the 1-yard line, a big gain there. Then the Bulldogs finish off the drive. Austin Garrett takes it in for the touchdown. Sulphur is just rolling at this point. Later, Luke Linville fires a dart to Maddox Mobley. He reaches in, he gets the end zone for the touchdown. What an individual effort there. Bulldogs run away with this one, 77-8. They are district champs. The Plainview Indians trying to solidify that 2 seed as they host North Rock Creek. Game tied 14 coming out of half. Quarterback Cooper Flowers connects to Jet Price, who moves the chains there for the Indians. A few plays later, the handoff goes to Bo Brewster, who makes a nice move, breaks a couple of tackles before being chased out of bounds, puts Plainview in some nice field position. Then they cash in on the goal line. Matthew Chapa charges through the line. He will score. Plainview holds on in a tight one, 34-33.
The S&S Rams with the home field against Gunner. The Tigers trying to officially lock up the district title on offense now. Preston Tarpley flips it over to Dylan Tokars, but the ball squirts out. Hunter Corville for the Rams scoops it up. He takes it up the field, almost gets to the end zone, but he is tackled right before the goal line. The Rams wouldn't score on that drive. Gunner here again. A similar play. Tarpley, the toss to Tokars. This time, there's no one there to stop him. A huge play that goes for the touchdown to get Gunner on the board first, and the Tigers continuing to apply pressure to that Rams defense. Tarpley is going to find Brock Body out of the backfield, and he's off to the races down the sideline for another big touchdown. Gunner wins in a shutout, 49-0, and with it, another district title for the Tigers.
Wow. Well, coming up next on the Max Blitz, Lone Grove plays at home. Dixon has their final home game, and Honeygrove and Cupper play for all the marbles.
And the Whitesboro Bearcats take on the Pilot Point Bearcats. That's next on the Max Blitz.
Well, welcome back to the Max Blitz. The Whitesboro Bearcats have a huge game set up next week when they face Pottsboro. Could determine the 2 seed in that district.
But before that game, they can't look ahead. A big district game tonight as they host an improved Pilot Point team. The Whitesboro Bearcats have that home field against Pilot Point. First, Pilot Point marching up the field. Garrett Evans hands it off to Hunter Newman. He punches it in to tie the game. Now here's Whitesboro with the ball. Colt Fagan keeps it himself. He cuts back. He has plenty of room to run, about 80 yards for a big Bearcat score. And a little later in this one, here's Whitesboro again. Fagan, he's going to drop back and launches it deep to Braden Bomar. A leaping catch here, and he's stopped just short of the goal line after a big cutback play there. They'd go on to score moments later. Whitesboro wins 37-21. Lone Grove taking on McLeod, the Lady Horns softball team, recognized for yet another state championship winning season. Congratulations to them. McLeod starts with possession. The QB, he rolls out right, throws it up, but it's intercepted by Braxton Armstrong. He jumps the route, and he has a big return for the Horns to open the game. Talk about setting the tone. Now, Lone Grove with the ball. Tatum Quinn finds Keller Stanley on the screen. He breaks a few tackles and is going to dive for the pylon. He gets in. Touchdown, Longhorns. Another big defensive stop by Lone Grove sees them with another chance to score. Quinn on the keeper. He weaves through traffic and is going to find the end zone to give his team an early 14-point lead. Lone Grove gets the win in this one, 46-37.
Wow. Dixon Comets play their final home game of the year against Lexington. Lexington with the ball. Nice pass by the Bulldogs, but DeJuan Williams and Henry Guest don't let him go far. Nice defensive play there. Then Colby Paulson runs it for Dixon. Gets some good yardage on this play before he's taken down by a pack of Bulldogs. Another Lexington pass. This one's going to be completed, but there's a fumble. Derek Drain and Kobe Hills there to make the defensive play for Dixon, but Lexington would get the win in this one, 29-0 over Dixon. The Honey Grove Warriors play the Cupper Bulldogs in their district championship game, both undefeated in league play. Honey Grove gets on the board first. Levi Beavers scores from just outside the end zone. Then Cupper quickly hits back. This one tricks everybody. Adrian Finley goes in and scores the touchdown for Cupper, but things get crazy just before the half. Bulldogs get an interception, drive the length of the field. Finney puts it in with 30 seconds left in the half, but that's enough time for Honey Grove. Beavers bombs it to Rylan Morris. He takes it in for the touchdown. After that, it was Warriors all the way in this one, 26-14. Honey Grove with the big win. Well, coming up next on the Max Blitz, lots of scores to go over, plus some games from last night, including that Sherman-Wakeland game and Caddo Canadian, and of course our always popular Play of the Week.
And then the Tioga Bulldogs, they look to wrap up a district title against another district unbeaten, the Wolf City Wolves. Those highlights next on the Max Blitz.
Play of the Week, sponsored by Utter Family of Dealerships.
Well, welcome back to the Max Blitz. It's time now to show you the best of the best from this big night of high school football. It is the Utter Family of Dealerships Play of the Week. We go back out to Sulphur. Luke Linville fires a dart to Maddox Mobley, and look at the effort after contact to reach the ball and slam it down the nose of the ball on the goal line for the touchdown.
I mean, his hips are facing the sideline. He's got to turn completely and reach the goal line. That is why you stretch before the game. That is why you wake up in the morning, get those stretches going, and that is why you get in the end zone on there. A great play there from Sulphur and a great play there to get into the end zone. That's all about the effort.
Ball was a little behind him, made a tough catch, and as you said, contorts his body and keeps his knee off the ground and puts it onto the goal line, the nose of the football, and that was one of many Sulphur touchdowns tonight, and that is your Utter Family of Dealerships Play of the Week. Back to the action. Tioga can wrap up a district title with a win over also district unbeaten Wolf City on the Wolves senior night. Tioga's Rocky Urich gets the scoring started for the Bulldogs, takes it in there for the score. Wolf City now, H.D. Davis takes the ball, this time tackled by Johnny Dorpinghouse, but got the first down. But now Tioga with it again. Dorpinghouse coming right into your living room, folks. There he is. He takes it in for the touchdown. They would make a lot of trips to the end zone tonight. Tioga wins the district. They are rolling 60-36. Last night, the Sherman Bearcats played Frisco-Wakeland over at Bearcat Stadium, paying tribute to the Frederick Douglass Panthers, winning state 60 years ago in Sherman. Defense playing well early. Abram Ramirez buries the ball carrier in the backfield for the loss. Josh Alleman says, yeah, let's do more of that. And that's what they do. Jalen Walker in there to make the stop. Big defensive play. We're scoreless early. Then check out this hit by Micah Hunt, who just flies in for a third down stop, and that would lead to a missed field goal opportunity for Wakeland. So they're up 7-0, but then here they go. Jaden Maples flips it out to Grayson Meyer. He has some speed, takes it all the way for the touchdown. That makes it 14-0 Wolverines. Wakeland driving again. Maples, the fade route to Ryder Treadway for the score. And you don't want to play the Wolverines on Halloween. They were howling last night, 42-14 the final.
Another Halloween matchup, the Caddo Bruins going up against Canadian Cale Wigington. He's going to throw a deep pass here to Jake McKay, and he is behind the defense, takes it in for a Bruins touchdown. Now, Caddo here on defense. It's an interception. Jake McKay now on defense going the other way with it. That's going to be a pick six, and they're not done there. Wigington again to a familiar name, McKay for the easy touchdown. Caddo is rolling this game. They keep it going. They win big, 57-0.
My goodness. Well, speaking of 57, that's how many Lovejoy got tonight against Denison. A tough road trip for the Jackets tonight to one of the best teams in the state.
And Anna, they took care of business at home, hanging 76 on Memorial.
The Bells Panthers are playoff bound. They punched their ticket with a 34-14 win over Leonard. Dale West and company very happy over there.
And then Blue Ridge, they took care of business at home in a high-scoring affair, 56-42 over Callisburg.
And we know Salina is going to the playoffs. They have been unstoppable this year. 70-6, they beat Community.
And then Edgewood picking up a big win at home, 61-20 over Chisholm.
Era wins. They beat Chico 46-13.
And then Goldberg beats Fannondale 70-25.
Always a tough matchup there. Sanger, Chad Rogers and company winning at home against the Gainesville Leopards.
Lindsay also winning at home. They beat Santo 49-14.
It was Van all over North Lamar.
And it was Grand Saline all over Prairie Land, 56-13.
Sacred Heart winners 51-13. Good job out there, Sacred Heart.
And Tom Bean shuts out Trenton. A big road win there for Steve Fex and company, 34-0.
Tough night for the Valley View Eagles as they bring in Jacksboro.
And Whitewright, big winners on the road, 42-0 over Nakona.
Keeping that playoff dream alive. Ardmore wins 21-20 over O'Hare. Nice win for the Tigers on the road.
And McAllister wins at home over Durant, 21-15.
Ada puts up big numbers at Glenpool, 56-30.
And Blanchard with a shutout win on the road against Medill, 49-0.
Beggs takes care of Tishomingo tonight, 56-12.
And Antlers, a win on the road against Atoka, 30-13.
Colgate goes on the road to Dibble, 20-14. Tough loss for the Wildcats tonight.
In Holdenville, they pick up a win at home against Davis, 22-15.
And Pauls Valley, I believe this was actually last night. Pauls Valley won 45-28 at Star Spencer.
In Marietta, a shutout win at home against Marlow, 47-0.
How about that? And it was Liberty beating Allen.
And Hilton with a 30-point win on the road over Elmore City, 54-24.
Idabel beats Chakota.
Ringling wins on the road at Wayne, 38-8.
Wynnewood wins again. They beat Stratford.
Alex beating Thackerville 54-38.
And it was Velma Alma holding off the Wilson Eagles, and we'll be right back. Well, welcome back to the Max Blitz. About out of time here, but what a week it was. And next week is the last week of the regular season, and after that we start playoffs.
It's been a very exciting season. We had some very exciting games tonight too. Multiple district titles decided, and a huge win tonight for Munster on the road.
Yeah, that big game tonight with Hugo and Kingston was a good one. Kingston won the district championship, so did Munster. And that's going to do it for the Max Blitz. Have a great weekend.